Hi everybody, it's Don, and I don't believe this. So if you followed my channel at all, you realize I just got back from Norway. I had a really nice cruise down there on Holland America's Rotterdam, got to see the naming ceremony, meet a lot of people, it was a lot of fun. And then I tested positive for COVID, ended up being quarantined in the Netherlands, and ended up missing my group cruise to Alaska in June, which by the way will mark the first time, other than not being able to because of COVID, that I haven't gone to Alaska in 15 years. I've gone at least once, 15 years in a row. That's pretty disappointing too. But I tested positive, I got back, and I tested myself, still positive. Tested myself a few days later again, still positive. Tested myself again, negative. Woo! Now, I'm covered for my next cruise. I have my documentation of recovery. I have my original test date saying that I tested positive. I'm after the 11 days. I'm good to go on my next cruise. I even bought the EU documentation of recovery as a backup, just to be safe, that I have lots of coverage. And then 5 days ago, I tested myself again for the second time, negative again. Yeah. But I'm kind of that over-cautious person. And so I said, okay, at my 2-week point, I'm going to test myself again. And I tested myself on Saturday, and bam, I tested positive again. Now, can you tell? I don't have the sniffles. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have breathing problems. I don't have cold symptoms. I don't have a fever. I don't have anything. There's no way I have COVID. But this is the problem. You can still test positive up to 90 days after you've had COVID. Now, highly likely that this test is a false positive. Just a false positive. Because I've already tested negative twice now since catching it. So I should not have it. And I haven't gone anywhere. It's not like I'm hanging out in bars and running around all over the place. No, I've been here in the house, basically, and I go to the grocery store and I come back here. That's my life right now. Because I don't want to endanger my next cruise as well. So I've been cautious now. I've learned my lesson. I'm very cautious. But this could be a problem again, right? Now I have to rely on that documentation of recovery to get me on the cruise. And people have had problems with it when they show up. They've had the test. They've had their doctor's note and the documentation of recovery, and the people at the port don't necessarily know the rules sometimes, because quite often it varies by country to country to country. And so if you're going on a cruise like I am, that starts in Rome, goes to Greece, and ends up in Spain, well then you got 3 destinations to try and figure out if this is acceptable or not. I've done my due diligence. Yes, it is acceptable in all 3, but it's just something else hanging on my head. So I'm going to wait 1 more week, and I'm going to test myself again, and it's going to be a long week. I'm gonna be just one, but I only have a couple tests left, and so I want to keep them to use when I get back and things like that, just so, you know, between cruises. It just seems that it's not one thing, it's another lately. But yeah, positive test, negative test, negative test, positive test. I didn't know that was possible, but apparently it is.